I've mentioned it once already. It may have been a question in our pub quiz just a short while ago, but Haverfordwest County are taking on Floriana in the second leg of their Conference League qualifier at Parc y Scarlets tonight. And to help us build this anticipation even more, who has all the belief in the world, we've got Ryan from Haverfordwest County. Morning.
Good morning, Tom.
How's it feeling? You're in the camp with the boys right now. Kickoff is this evening in this second leg. Give us an overview of the vibe.
Oh, it's fantastic, to be fair. You know, we've been together as a unit over the course of the season. We've had a record-breaking season. So this, I don't want to say the pinnacle, because that would probably end up in a coming conclusion this evening. But yeah, excellent togetherness and belief. You summed it up well there with Journey. Yeah, very much looking forward to tonight. I don't know whether it's nerves, excitement, but I'm up fresh as a lark this morning, ready to go.
It's like Christmas, isn't it? And what's amazing is that we're coming into this second leg fixture. It's easy to forget because of this belief, because of this. It's not even confidence. It's just contentedness that they know the job that's ahead of them. But they're 2-1 down going into this fixture.
Yeah, I think there is an element. We're far more aware of the procedure now with, UEFA competitions. The majority of players and staff have been through this before. So we are, I think, more prepared for everything. Malta was a fantastic experience. We went away not knowing much about the opposition because they were in line to win the league. They would have been in the Champions League other than a result that didn't go their way on the last game of the season. I think that might have impacted their head coach being sacked or certainly left, as well as 8 of their players. So they've been really busy recruiting a new manager and lots of new players over the summer. And there was just no footage of them. So we didn't know formation they were going to play, what their strengths and weaknesses were. So going into the unknown it was last week in Malta, a 2-1 deficit. So personally, I think I would have accepted that, going into that game. 1 goal deficit, it keeps the tie alive. It's certainly, bringing us back to Parc y Scarlets tonight with a real tense, dramatic, probably evening. And we've done it before. Both ties previously, we were a goal behind. And after 90 minutes, we won both of them last time. Obviously going through on penalties in the first round 2 years ago. And that dubious penalty in the 115th minute in the second round last time, which knocked us out. So, yeah, all fingers crossed we can do it again.
Yeah, that key phrase there. We've done it before, and it's not as if it's something that's historical. When we went on this European journey a couple of years ago, this was something that hadn't happened since the early noughties. It was like, oh gosh, this is a nice experience. Haverfordwest, with that record-breaking league season, with getting through to this within 2 years of each other, we are a team that is going to be competing, and we know the process.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed. A lot has changed in the last couple of years. And you look back that 20 odd years ago, it was a completely different landscape in the Welsh football, domestic football entirety. So it's hard to judge them because they're completely different environments and everything. But we've really kicked on these last few years. We've had great success, great times. And everybody's enjoying it. It's great to see the community get on board with it as well. We're expecting good numbers to travel up from Pembrokeshire to Llanelli tonight, as well as people in the local area. We've had digital billboards up in Llanelli this week, really promoting awareness of European football in Llanelli tonight. And yeah, we're really looking to keep this trajectory going as a club.
Yeah, it's really exciting. And of course, last season, TNS were flying the flag for Welsh football. They had welcomed like Fiorentina to Oswestry, which is incredible. Hasn't gone their way this year. What kind of pressure does that put on Haverfordwest, if any?
Yeah, every year across the summer months, even you have the rivalries throughout the season, but you've got to put those aside and really back the Welsh clubs for what's called the coefficient points. And Wales are teetering on the edge of losing a 4th spot in Europe in a couple of years. We are ranked 50th at the moment in the coefficient points. So it's vital that Welsh clubs do as well as they can. So unfortunately, yeah, they got knocked out to our old foes, KF Skendia, the other night. But Penabont kick off the same time as us tonight in East Wales. They're trying to overturn a deficit of a couple of goals. So we're all in it together in Welsh clubs, and we do have a lot of messages from other teams, managers, players, supporters wishing us luck. So hopefully, if anybody's in the West Wales area, I suppose, even as far wide as Swansea, we know we got people coming from there. Hopefully, they can come across and really support us as a Welsh football club.
It's really exciting. You're up and bright-eyed like a lark, as you said a moment ago. Give us a rundown then as to how today is going to look for you and for the players as they prepare for a 6 p.m. kickoff tonight at Parc y Scarlets.
Yeah, we're obviously in a hotel overnight as a squad. We trained on Parc y Scarlets last night for the first time. The pitch is looking unbelievable. Big kudos to the ground staff there and the team at Parc y Scarlets who've hosted us. Floriana trained first, which we weren't really able to watch. You're not allowed to watch under UEFA guidelines. So they trained, they left. We came in and trained. We came here, we're in a hotel in Swansea. I was hoping to be outside. We're down on the seafront, not far from the city centre, but it's lashing down here. The boys will be coming down for breakfast shortly. We'll all eat together. Then I think there'll be a bit of a light stretch of the legs later on this morning. And then just rest, ready to go. The bus picked us up. Ian from Evans Coaches has been our leader on the bus all year. He's been fantastic with us. He takes us here, there, and everywhere. So he'll pick us up later on this afternoon, and head to Parc y Scarlets, all guns blazing for a 6 p.m. kickoff.
It's so exciting and all guns blazing. That's exactly how you approach the match in Malta. The first 20 minutes was amazing, and then unfortunately I had to go to work. I don't want you to give too many tactics away, but should we expect more of the same? We're at home. This is our fixture. You had 130 people travel out to Malta. Well, over 130 people travel out to support the boys in Malta. We're expecting bumper crowds tonight. Are they going to be buoyed up by the extra crowd too?
Yeah, the crowd that came over, the financial commitment, the time commitment, people came over for a number of days, and it was genuinely, heartwarming to see the numbers in the crowd, not just family, but, the wider supporting community from Pembrokeshire and further afield. There was Lancashire Bluebird flags, Scouse Bluebirds fans. Honestly, it was mind-blowing, really, to see, the wider support. But, where that builds to it's exciting, I suppose, going into it this evening. Fingers crossed we can get a couple of thousand there to support us, and really back the boys, because I think tonight home advantage will really help. As I said, the weather's not great this morning, whereas in Malta it was 35 degrees upon kickoff. So different climate for the opposition as well. They're not going to be used to our West Wales weather. But yeah, the noise from 130 odd in Malta really helped. The choruses of our songs now, they've been on the terraces over the last few years, and Tony Pennock's Blue My Army rung out a couple of times. The Welsh national anthem was really nice after about 70 odd minutes as well. So fingers crossed, a couple of thousand tonight can really get behind them and make it a great environment at Parc y Scarlets.
Yeah, well, POS Radio are going to be there providing some of the tunes prior to kickoff. And at halftime, you've got Haverfordwest Male Voice Choir giving a rendition of that national anthem before kickoff also. And of course, you've been documenting all of this. You're spoiled for choice with what content you're sharing.
Yeah, excuse me. We brought it back, the fourth series of You Can Have It All. I said it would come back if we got to Europe again. So yeah, we're back. We're doing it. I'm able to capture some great footage. Staff, players, and everybody I've really taken to it. I try and blend in the background and do it sort of camouflaged within the ranks. But we've got some great stuff. I'm really looking forward to putting that together now over the next few months and getting that out hopefully early autumn. And like always with Haverfordwest, Gordon Thomas always used to say that it's drama every year at the Oggy Bridge Meadow, and there has been high points, couple of low points. We've obviously picked up an injury with Kyle Kenneford a couple of weeks ago. Has probably been the lowest point. Unfortunately, Kyle is not going to make, I don't think, the squad tonight. He's in a boot, but hopefully a near future return for him. But yeah, lots of fun. It's quite difficult not to just duplicate what we did in Europe 2 years ago from a documentary perspective. So we've been trying to think of new ideas. Alaric Jones, as our club partnership officer and player, he's been leading the line with a few elements that will feature in the documentary. And yeah, just trying to do the same but different, I suppose, is my angle on it.
Nice. And hopefully, if all goes well this evening and we overturn that 2-1 deficit with the help of all the fans travelling to Parc y Scarlets this evening, we'll have a few more episodes for you to capture too.
Fingers crossed, Tom. Fingers crossed.
A message we've had from Thomas Judah. Brilliant team we have in Haverfordwest. You do the county town of Pembrokeshire. Amazing. You're great ambassadors for Haverfordwest. And of course, your tagline, it's playing for Pembrokeshire. You are the club in that JD Cymru Premier. You're in this conference, the playoff system now. The whole county's behind you. It's amazing.
Yeah, it has been. And that's something that we're very mindful of. You know, we've got players representing all parts of Pembrokeshire. You know, the majority of the squad are Pembrokeshire born and bred. So that's been, you know, part of the club's blueprint over the last few years to try and increase the number. You know, it was great before, I must say, but the number of development players who've had a great season themselves this year, you know, and there's a number featuring in the squad, you know, so great experiences for them. And yeah, hopefully we can do Pembrokeshire proud this evening and all of West Wales. You know, the Scarlets are West is best. And that's certainly something I've been trying to capture from a filming opportunity at Parc y Scarlets. One side of the ground is the seats, you know, have that strapline on it. So that's something that we are actively playing on. That, you know, all of West Wales can get behind us tonight.
I cannot wait. Get your tickets now. It's a 6 p.m. kickoff at Parc y Scarlets in Llanelli. They're 2-1 down against Floriana. And as you heard from Ryan, they've got good pedigree. They were nearly in a different tournament. I remember talking to Rob on the sports show and he was saying, you know, there's a few teams that we don't want to meet. I imagine they were one of them. And yet there's only that one goal in it.
Yeah, I mean, Malta was beautiful. I'll be honest, it was in my top 3 of destinations I was hoping for. Got a little bit of a suntan top up over the couple of days. We had a fantastic hotel over there and had the opportunity to unwind as well as work really, really hard. It certainly wasn't a holiday. Much to my wife, thought it was a holiday, but no, I worked really hard and she kept the ship going back at home. So yeah, big shout out to the wife for looking after the kids and keeping everything going back at home. But yeah, we are all working hard. It'll be another busy day today ahead of preparing fully for this evening.
Yeah, we'll be there lending our voices, lending our songs, lending our cheers to all those Bluebirds as they take to the field this evening. I cannot wait to arrive and be part of that wonderful occasion this evening. Ryan, thank you so much for your time this morning. Send on our best to all of the team and the playing staff ahead of the big match at 6 p.m. tonight at Parc y Scarlets. Ryan, thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, all.
It only makes sense, really, that having talked to the football, we'll have your what's-ons, where I'm going to mention the football again. We're going to look at the traffic, and then we're going to have a bit of hi-ho silver lining, really geared up for the boys. Ryan, thank you so much again.
Yeah, Tom.
The Breakfast Show with Gina